Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is April Monique, and in today's video I'm gonna try to give you guys a quick speed review of all the products that I have been trying out within the last month or two. I would say maybe even 3. I like to take my time reviewing these products to make sure I give you guys a really good, accurate, final thought on these products, so that is why it takes me a little bit longer. Like all this, look at that, is a lot. So I'm gonna try. Hopefully this doesn't take me a long time to do, but we will see. If it does, I'm so sorry, but if you guys like these types of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and that will let me know if you guys like these videos and if I should still keep on doing it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoy it or if you don't. Either way, I just like to get some feedback. So I'm just gonna pick up whatever I pick up and we're gonna talk about it and then go on to the next one. So first thing first, let's start off with this. This is a kimchi puff pass set and bake powder. It's fine. I like it. Is it like a holy grail for me? No, it gets the job done. I will say that this doesn't keep me matte throughout the day. I do have to blot, and I did touch up before I started my video with it with just a puff, and then I just tapped it around. So it's fine, but it's nothing that's gonna blow my socks off. Now the next product, this was such a disaster. So I am talking about the Revolution, I guess. I don't know, this brand has so many names, I don't even know what to call it, but this is the Revolution IRL Filter Long Wear Foundation, breathable, soft, matte. I have mine. Let's start off with this. First of all, it says oil free. This does get me oily after, like, I would say like 6 hours. This says 16-hour wear. I don't agree with that. I will say a little bit goes a long way, a very long way. I would use 1 pump for my whole face. I made the mistake. I did use too much the first time I tried it out in a video. And the shade, so here's the thing. I pick shades sometimes, well, most of the time, let's be honest. I'm not good at picking shades. But this time, it was not my fault. I got mine in the shade F8.5. I usually get around 6 or 7 in like the Makeup Revolution. I know there was another foundation that they had and they went by like numbers like this, and I remember getting like 6 or 7. I think it was like 7, shade 7. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, so I went up thinking, okay, this is going to be a little bit darker. No, it seems like the lighter you go, the higher the number, the lighter the foundation. And I can't tell really about the color because, as you could tell down here, it's like what is this called? Like I don't want to say matte. I forgot the word, but you can't really tell what the color is down here. And when I went into Ulta, they didn't have like shades to select like for samples, so I couldn't tell, so I just had to guess my shade. Once I started to put this on my face, it just looked too white. I am wearing it today. It doesn't look too bad, but I did have to mix it in. I mixed a little bit of this NYX Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum, and this is dark. This is in the shade Universal Medium. I mixed in just a little bit, and it did help the color out. But yeah, it was way too cakey on my face. This settled into so many dry patches in my face. I will say it looked better with like a luminous primer underneath. I did try it a couple times with the e.l.f. Here it is right here, the Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and it looked better together. Let's go ahead and talk, since we already talked a little bit about this, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have mine in the shade Fair 1. They didn't have darker shades in this besides the really dark shades, and I really wanted to try this, so I got one. It's okay, it's not bad, but I wish I could get like shade 2 or 3 maybe. I will say I don't like the applicator on this. You have to be careful when you pull it out because it does get messy. I don't know if you could tell. My stopper seems like it's coming out. And I will say you don't have enough product on the doe foot applicator. I have to keep on dipping in and out to get product. I will also say that I like this better putting it in with my fingers rather than a brush. I think with the brush it just looks too luminous on my skin. This is a Photo Finish Shedding Spray. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. I feel like if I have a foundation that's too mattifying or a powder that looks too cakey on my skin, I could go in with this spray it, and it helps my makeup look a little bit better. So I do like it. You can find this at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, so I would highly recommend checking it out there rather than paying full price at Sephora or Ulta. So I do like this, but I don't prefer it over my Charlotte Tilbury spray. This is the Blink Glow Getter Face Palette. This has some highlighters and some blushes in it. I really enjoyed this palette a lot. I like the highlighters, I like the blushes. You can find this at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and I have actually seen it on the BoxyCharm website, the what is it, the Pop Shop or something like that. I forgot what it's called. I think everybody could look at that. I don't think you have to be a member to shop the pop-up, but I did see it on there. I think for $6 if I'm not mistaken, which I think that's a great deal. I think that's either about the same price I bought or even cheaper. This Dragon Beauty Lip Job Liner. This is in the shade 1.0 cc's. I don't like this lip pencil. I feel like the formula is just too dry, and I have other pencils that I prefer better. That's what the color looks like. I do like the color a lot. I just do not like the formula of it. So again, I would pass on it, but if you really wanted to try it, you can also find this at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. First one is the Rose Perfecto Balm, I believe. Yeah, lip balm. Don't waste your money on this. It's just a lip balm, and let me rephrase that. It's just an overpriced lip balm. You can find better lip balms out there in the drugstore than this. Next one I have from Givenchy. I think this is also a lip balm. Liquid balm. I like this a little bit more than the other one. It does have a little bit more of a color to it, and it does feel good on the lips. That's what the color looks like. It almost matches the lip liner from Dragon Beauty, but yeah, I enjoy this one a little bit more than the other one that I just mentioned. But is it worth the $40-some? Probably not. Then the next one I'm going to talk about is from Too Faced. This is the Hangover RX Pillow Balm. I have mine in the shade Watermelon Kiss. It just looks like this. So I will say I don't like this. I prefer the lip injections better than this. It smells so damn good though. You can find this at Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Nordstrom's Rack, and the CCO. So I wouldn't spend the full price on this. I did find mine at either Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I can't remember where. And also, I think this video will be up before the sale. Well, before this is on sale. But you can find this on the Ulta's 21 days of sale. I think it's even cheaper if you were to find it at Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I would suggest looking at Marshalls or TJ Maxx for this first. But yeah, it's just not my favorite. It smells bomb, but like I said, I prefer the lip injections better than this. So this one is a pass for me. Didn't really do anything for my lip. Then the next product I actually have on my lips right now. This is from Urban Decay, and this is called the Liquid Lip Color in the shade Textum. It just looks like this, and that's what the applicator looks like. I'll give you guys a swatch so you can see what the color looks like. That is what the color looks like. It's pretty true to color on my lips. Now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it, I forgot to shake it, and I think you're supposed to shake it every time you use it, which I don't like that because obviously I forgot to shake it, so I'm not gonna remember all the time that I have to shake it every freaking use, and I don't like that. I will say this supposedly is not supposed to transfer, but it definitely transfers a little bit. I could see right here, it has almost like a gloss top over it. Remember the ones from NYX, the ones where it had two sides, one with the liquid lipstick side and then the gloss side? This is what that reminds me of, but I think I prefer the one from NYX because that one dries down and this one doesn't. I still feel it right now. It feels still tacky and it's not dry. I even kissed my boyfriend right now, and he like made a face, and I was like, the lipstick feels tacky, huh? And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I thought so. So yeah, this is just not my favorite. I know in the video I mentioned that it was, and it does look good for a couple, I don't even want to say a couple hours, like less than an hour it looks good, but then after that I just feel that, well, even now it still does look good, but like I said, it's just too tacky, and I wish it wasn't so tacky because then I would like this more, but it isn't a bad product, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I have two lip products from Dior. One is called the Dior Addict. It's just the Dior Addict, I guess. It's a lip balm, I believe, and it's in the shade 100 Nude Look, and it just looks like this, and then comes out and then looks like this. And this one has some color to it. I like this one better. That is what the color looks like right there. I really did enjoy this. It feels good on the lips. It feels nice. It keeps my lips feeling moisturized and juicy, and it really does look nice and feel nice. I don't know what more to say about this. I do prefer this. If there's any lip product that I could recommend you guys picking up, it would definitely be this one. I actually really do like this one a lot. Another one from Dior. This is such a big fan favorite from a lot of people. It's nothing new, but I was able to finally pick it up. I'm talking about the Lip Glow Oil. I have mine in the shade 001 Pink, and it just looks like this. I like this one a lot. This, again, it makes my lips look juicy, plump, hydrated, and I love the doe foot applicator. It is a little bit thick when you take it out, so just be careful that you don't make a mess, but once you put it on your lips, it feels like you have water on your lips. Like, I think I'm gonna take this off and put this one on because my lips kind of feel a little dry right now. But I love the doe foot because not only is it kind of chunky, but you see how it has a curve to it, so when I put it on my lips, it fits just perfectly on my lips, and I could just get a precise application, and I just really enjoy this. Now, I will say that this doesn't last a long time. You're gonna have to apply every so often, but I don't mind. It is a lip oil, but this was a fantastic product. I really do like that a lot, and I really understand the hype with that. This one is from House of Labs. This is the PhD Hybrid Lip Oil Tint, and I have mine in this shade, well, I guess that's the shade Tint. It just looks like this. I don't like this. This is another product that it kind of reminds me of the Dior lip oil, but I prefer the Dior one more. This one, I don't like that when you put it on after a while, it changes your lip color. I feel like this color in particular, maybe I'll have to get another one, but I feel like this color in particular, it actually leaves my lips this color, and I think that is too dark, and for my lips, I don't like the way it looks, so I guess it's just personal preference for me with this product, but I wasn't a fan. I prefer the Dior one over the House of Labs one, so it's just whatever you guys want to try, whichever one you want to spend the money on. I have some lip products to talk about from, I almost forgot the name. From Juvia's Place. I have actually two different formulas in the lipsticks. Let's talk about the lipsticks first. Actually, not formulas. I think it's just the color and the, I guess these came in different collections if I'm not mistaken. But I have one in the shade Chic, and then the other one is in the shade Nubian Sands. I love these lipsticks so much. Actually, these and the lip liners are going to be part of the 21 days of sale, and I highly recommend picking up some of these because these are so freaking bomb. I love them so much. Let's talk about, like I said, the lipsticks first. These do not feel drying on the lips. This is what the brown one looks like, and they just look so nice on my lips. I really did enjoy them. They don't really fade that fast. This is what the one in Chic looks like. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about these. I'm gonna look to see when these go on sale if I could pick up some more, if there's any other colors, but I think a lot of the ones that are only online, so you're probably gonna have to buy them online, but I highly recommend checking them out. I really did like these a lot. And then the lip liners I really did enjoy as well. I have two different shades. I have them in the shade Lush and Sweet Nothing. Lush is a little bit of a mauve color, and then the Sweet Nothing is more of a brown color. I like these because I could not only do the lip lines with these, but I could fill in my lips as like a lipstick. These are so good for both. They're creamy, they're easy to work with, they don't smudge, they don't move around. They're just really nice. I really do like it. Like, I feel like these remind me like of a high-end lip liner. Like, this is what I expect from a high-end lip liner, is this right here. Such a perfect lip liner. I really do enjoy these. Staying on the Juvia's train, I do have these Juvia's eyeshadows. These are the duochrome liquid eyeshadows. I have them in the shade Kente and Ankara, I believe. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but this is what the shades look like. I've actually used this one. I haven't really used this one yet, but I do like these a lot. These are really pigmented. They don't move. They don't like go out of my eyelids. Like, they don't fade away. They stay put. They're vibrant. I really do enjoy it a lot. I do like the applicator. I use the applicator all the time. I just put it, that's what it looks like. I just draw it on my eyelid, and then I'll use my finger or a brush, and I'll just fix it a little bit so that way it's spread it out evenly. And so, okay, I'm so mad because I really wanted to love this brand. Now, the person behind the brand, I love her. I think she is so pretty. I love her music, and yeah, I really like her as a person, but her products I don't really like. And I am talking about Give Beauty from Gwen Stefani. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to like the brand, and I tried as much stuff as I could, but I just didn't like the products. Let's talk about the lipsticks first. I mean, these aren't too bad. They're not as bad as the other two products I'm going to talk about. They're just lipsticks. And really, to be honest, they're not that expensive, but I just don't like them. If I could pick between these and the Juvia's, I'm going to pick the Juvia's. The Juvia's are way better. They're cheaper. And yeah, I didn't like these. These were just okay. Red especially, I feel like the red, it got messy. It got all over the place. It didn't stay in my lines. Even when I used a lip liner with the red, it just got messy. It was all over the place. It faded, not faded, what's the word, like it fluffed around the edges. But yeah, I just did not like these whatsoever, and I would totally pass on these. Then the other two products from Give, this one is the Line It Up 24-Hour Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Spiderwebs. This is just, whoa, the black one. I almost dropped that. Now, this says it's 24-hour gel pencil. That I don't agree with. This did move. It didn't stay in my waterline. It's faded away really fast. It's messy. It breaks easily. I have to sharpen it. Like, it looks like I've used this up, and I've only used it a few times, so I don't know why it looks like I'm, like I've used it and abused it. But yeah, I just don't like it. I don't think it's 24 hours. It barely stayed on for a couple hours, let alone have it be all day. I just think that's false advertisement in my opinion. Finally, the last item from Give Beauty, it's the eyeshadow quad, and this is the IC in color in the shade Just a Girl, and it looks like this. Now, I will say all of her quads in her collection are very simple, boring, blah palettes. Like, there's really not much to choose from as far as color story. I feel like I want her to come out with something more with color in it, just because I feel like they all look the same. It just wasn't my favorite. You could tell in the video. I even said, like, I didn't like the way the eye look came out. I didn't like this quad at all. It just was not something I would repurchase, and there are better eyeshadow quads palettes out there than this. And the packaging is really cheap. Actually, this whole thing popped out, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that, but I did not like that. And it's just flimsy, and the actual inside, like, this is literally paper, so I don't like that, and I just didn't like the formula. There's other palettes out there that I prefer. Now, don't come for me, okay? I love Michaela. I just don't like this palette. And I'm talking about the Michaela and Glamlight palette. This is the first one. I did pick this up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Now, like I said, I like Michaela, I like Glamlight. I just didn't like this palette. I try to use it. I will say I prefer the shimmers more than the mattes. The mattes gave me such a hard time. They did not blend for me. I would try to use like the darker colors, like the matte darks, and try to like not blend, but like pack on the eyeshadow, and it just would not stay put. It would fade away. It wouldn't blend for me. It wouldn't just pack on color. You know what I mean? Like, I just did not like that. Like I said, I preferred the shimmers way better. And yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. I'm glad I picked it up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Because like I said, I got a good discount. I think I got this for what, $14 or $14.99. I would say if you've been wanting to try out this palette, to pick it up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Don't pick it up on Glamlight for the full price, because I don't think it's worth the full price. I will say I wasn't going to pick up part 2, but actually a subscriber was kind enough to send it my way, and I'm going to go ahead and try that one out. I'm not sure if I want to do it on camera. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Like, I was really shocked, and I am very thankful and grateful for that. And like, she was just like, no, you have to try it. Like, I know you said you don't like the first one, but try the second one. Maybe you'll have a better experience. So hopefully I will have a better experience, but this one was just not a hit for me. This one is from Pat McGrath, and this is the Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction Palette. You guys, this is my favorite Pat McGrath Mothership palette of all time. I said it in the video when I talked about this palette. If you guys don't have a Mothership palette and you guys like these tones, I would highly recommend picking this up. It was such a beautiful palette. It's so easy to work with. I love it. This is just, like I said, my favorite Mothership palette. Let me show you guys real quick. This is what the packaging looked like. Yes, it does look dirty. I keep little stickers on the back just so that way I know and remember which motherships they are. But this is what the color story looks like, and look at those. Oh, this is my favorite. This is such a good palette. Now, I will say I don't prefer Pat McGrath's formula over Natasha Denona. I like Natasha Denona's formula better, but this was a really good palette. It blended for me. It packed on eyeshadow. The shimmers were nice. Like, it was just such a beautiful palette. I really did enjoy this one a lot. These are from Kiss. These are the Mascara eyelash. This is a set. You guys, this was so hard to use. I don't recommend this. Let's just put it that way. If you're a beginner in putting on false lashes, like I said before, I would just recommend using the Glamnetic lashes. They're much easier to use. Yes, they are expensive, but you can use them multiple times, and they're very easy to use. Okay, last two eyeshadow products I want to talk about. These both are from Natasha Denona, and these are the mini palettes. This is the mini bronze palette, and then I also have the mini Biba palette. So let me start off with the mini bronze palette. Now, I did do a review on this. I did have a video up talking about this little palette, whatever you want to call it. And I did say I liked it in the video. Now, let me backtrack a little bit, okay? I do like this. However, if you have the bigger size, you don't need this. If you have the mini nude palette, you don't need this. I prefer the mini nude palette over this one. Like I said, I do still like it. It's in my collection. It's going to stay in my collection. But like I just mentioned, for those two reasons right there, I would pass on it. I did say in the video when I first did my review on this that I wish there was a lighter color in here. And I still stand by that statement. And I do wish that one of these two shades were different, because these are just too similar together, and this one I don't think is necessary in this palette. I don't think this even looks like a bronze or anything that has to do with the bigger bronze palette. I think this could be taken out of here. So for that reason, I just think it's okay. It's not a bad palette. The formula is good. They blend good. The shimmer's good. It's a good palette, especially for $27. You can't beat it. So this was good for me. I liked it. The other Natasha one, the Mini Biba. Okay, I will say, after using this a little bit more, I don't think this reflects the what is it, the Big Biba palette. I think that the Mini Biba is more on the mauve peachy color side. It's nothing neutral. I tried to use, I think it was this one. I'm not 100% sure. No, it wasn't. It was this one. Yeah, this one right here. I'm not flipping you guys off. Now, it does look pretty light in the pan, but when I started to use it on my eyes and blend it, it was just getting darker and darker and darker and darker. So I feel like I wish they would have put something lighter in this palette and not so mauve-y. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like this is just too mauve-y. I still like it. Again, the formula is good. It blends good. It's a nice little palette, but I still prefer the Mini Nude over this. I even prefer the Big Biba palette over this. I just feel like this does not reflect the bigger Biba palette. House Labs, it's the bronzer and the highlighter. Okay, so let's talk about the bronzer first. The bronzer I did like, but I will say a little bit does go a long way. You got to be very, very careful when you apply it and what kind of brush you use, because it will get patchy on your skin. There's some days where it looks really, really nice on my skin, and then there's some days where I have to kind of work with it a little bit more because it will look patchy on my skin. And I did get mine in the shade medium level 5. I didn't even tell you the name of this. This is the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I like it, but after I realized the price on this, I don't think it's worth the price. There's other bronzers out there in the market that are better than this. So I take back what I said in that previous video when I used it, when I said, you know, that I mean, I do like it, but I don't think it's a must. You know what I mean? So I kind of take back what I said in that video. But they do have a lot of shade ranges in the collection, so that was good. But just for the price, I don't think it's worth it. The highlighter. This is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlight. I have mine in the shade Sunstone. So this is like almost like a baked formula. I will say you're gonna need to use, that's what the color looks like. You're gonna need to use a dense brush. Don't use a fluffy brush with this, because first of all, it won't pick up the product good. It will just go everywhere. A dense brush not packs it, but it makes it go on your skin better. And I will say, you're gonna have to get like a dual fiber brush or another soft brush and blend it. So you're gonna have to work with it. But like I said about the bronzer, I don't think it's worth the price. I think this right here is just too high maintenance. And I have two products from Makeup by Mario. Now, this is called the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector, and this is called the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. Both are in the shade medium. Now, I do prefer one over the other. So let's talk about this one first. This is the Skin Perfector, right? They're not, yeah, Skin Perfector. This is the one that's the powder, and it has 3 different little sections. It has the bronzer, the, I don't know, the highlight, and then like a powder or whatever it's supposed to be. I don't like this. I think it's too complicated to use. It doesn't look good on my skin. I try to use it as a bronzer. I try to use it as a setting powder. I tried to use it as a highlighter. I tried so many ways to use this, and it just did not work out for me. I do not like this. I think it's not worth it. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's just not good. Not good at all. So I would skip out on this. Then the other one is the Skin Enhancer. This one is still not my favorite, but like I said, I prefer it a little bit more. Now, this is a cream bronzer. It just looks like this. I will say it does look darker in the pan, but when you put it on your skin, it is light. I don't like the formula though. I feel like it's too balmy. You could tell right there. And yeah, it just looks a little bit too greasy on my skin. I think that if you have it or you want to pick it up and try it, I think this would be good for like a no makeup day. You know, when you're not putting that much makeup on. Because if you're trying to put on a full face of makeup and then you put this on, it's not going to look good. You're not going to tell that this is on your skin. So it's not even worth putting it on your skin. It's not worth the time, the effort to do that. Let's talk about this real quick. This is the Revlon Skin Light Prismatic Bronzer. I have mine in the shade 115 Sun-Kissed Beam. I got mine at Marshall's for $3.99. It looks like this. I believe you can still get this in store if I'm not mistaken. I hope you can. I will leave like a comment right here. I'll check into it to see if you can still get it. But I did like this. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I ended up really did liking this. This is a glowy bronzer. You could tell on my finger, but it just looks nice on my skin, and it doesn't look too glowy, and it, you know, it blends good. It doesn't look patchy. I really did like this a lot. I'm actually really surprised I liked it, and I wish I would have tried this a little bit sooner. This is the Sun Dreams Bronze. I have mine in the shade Glow. It just looks like this. So this this is another product that I did mention in that video when I tried this out that I liked it. I take back what I said now. After trying it a little bit more, I don't like it. I don't know, and I've heard other people say this, specifically Angie. She said that hers dried up. It was like cracking, and mine's did the same. Mine's is cracking. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, like right there at the ends, that mine is cracking. It does look like it's dried out, but what I did is I tried to use it on this side of my face today, but it just wasn't working out for me. What I did was I just got my finger and started, you know, rubbing it to get it back to being emollient, but I don't want to have to be doing that all the time. I feel like I'm wasting product doing that. And this is what the color looks like. It looks super dark, but when you put it on your skin and blend it, it doesn't look so dark. But I don't know, I don't like the shade ranges that comes in this collection. I think they need more. And yeah, I think there's just better bronzers out there on the market than this, and this just, after using it a couple more times, it's just not my favorite. This one is from NARS. This is the Laguna 02 Original Cream Bronzer. I like this. Now I will say a little bit goes a long way. If you have a heavy hand, it's gonna be a disaster. I have a heavy hand, so I try my best not to use so much, but it's impossible. But I really do like this one a lot. I'm not in love with the color though. I wish it was a little bit more, I don't want to say orange, but a little bit more, not so neutral, not so brown, if you know what I mean. This is almost looks muddy on my skin if I don't work with it the way I need to. So I wish the color was a little bit better. Maybe I need to buy another one in a different color and see, but I really thought that Laguna 2 was gonna work out for me. But it's not a bad bronzer. It blends out perfectly. It still looks nice on my skin, and yeah, I really did like this a lot. This is what I have on my skin right now, mainly on this side and on my forehead. This one is from Pixi, and this is On The Glow Bronze Tinted Moisturizer Stick. I have mine in the shade, what shade is this? I guess Soft Glow. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, I don't like this. This looks like a deodorant. It comes up like that. That I don't mind. However, when I put this on my skin, it fades away to nothing, and even when I look at it, it still doesn't look like nothing. And this one right here, it almost looks like a blush slash highlighter on my skin, and I don't love that, because even if I were to use this as a blush or even as a highlighter, it would be too dark for me. So I don't like this. It's not my favorite. This one is from Kimchi, and this is the Taylor bronzer. This is 06. I went to Cabo. I need to find a different color because this is too dark. This is way too dark, and this does look muddy on my skin, so I think this is just a me thing. The formula seems not bad, but Like I said, it's just the color does not work out for me. Essence, and it's called The Highlighter. That's literally what it's called. I have two different shades. I have 01 Mesmerizing and 02 Sun Showers. Just like this. One is darker than the other. And I do like them. They're not bad for less than $5. This is not a bad highlighter. It looked good on my skin. I prefer this like on a no makeup day, you know, throwing this on if I'm not wearing a lot of highlighter, because it's not that beaming in my opinion, but I still do really enjoy it. Benefit, and these are the blushes. I'm trying to get on the side. I have 4 of the blushes and I regret buying 4. I should have just picked up 1 or 2. I do have this on my skin right now. You can kind of see it, I guess. Here's the thing. Before these came out, I wasn't even a fan of Benefit's blushes to begin with. I didn't understand the hype with them, and I still don't understand. These do not last on my skin. These fade away really quickly. And I'm having problems with the actual packaging. There's 2, I think, if not 2 for sure, 1. Yeah, like this one is doing it. This one's doing it more. Okay, so I have Tara right here, and I feel like this is about to come out or break on me. I feel like the more I use it, the more it's gonna break. But I don't think you're gonna be able to tell, but I just feel like it's not safely in there. I feel like it's gonna come out any second, and so I have to be really, really careful when using these. I don't recommend traveling with these because I feel like they're gonna break if you take them with you, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, these were just not good for me. This is from About Face, and this is the Smoothing Shadow Fix Primer for your eyeshadow. I really did enjoy this a lot. This kept my eyeshadow on for a really long period of time. It didn't move my eyeshadow. It didn't crease. My eyelids weren't oily. I really did enjoy this. For a second, when I used it in the previous video, I thought that this was not going to be a good one. I felt like it almost felt like the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which you guys already know I do not like. But no, this is so much better than that. I highly recommend picking this up. This is really affordable. I think it's only like $16 if I'm not mistaken, so not a bad price. You can find this on Ulta's website, and if you really look and pay attention, you could probably find this inside Ulta. I have seen this inside Ulta stores before. First Aid Beauty, I couldn't think. This is a Hello Fab Pore Be Gone Matte Primer. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I still feel like I could see my pores just a little bit. It gets rid of it just a little bit, but not quite as good as I would like it to. And yeah, I don't see like anything crazy hyped about it. Like I don't suggest running out and purchasing it because it's okay. It's not great, but it's just okay. Then the next product is from Milk. This is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. Again, this feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't do nothing for my pores. It doesn't look matte as like the next one I'm about to talk about. And I'm really glad I got the small size. I'm glad I didn't get the big size because I would have been really mad at myself because the big size was like $40 some and this was $18. And this is still a lot of money for this size. For the amount of product you get. So yeah, I just didn't like this as much as I thought I was. The last primer I want to talk about, this one is from Danessa Myricks, and this is the Yummy Skin. This is in the shade Universal. Okay, so I was a little skeptical when getting this because I've heard mixed reviews on this. And I've heard a lot of different ways people have been using this. I've seen people use it as a foundation. I've seen people use this as a primer. I've seen people use it as a bronzer. I've seen people use it so many different ways. So I was a little bit overwhelmed with it, seeing it in person and hearing about it, because I was just like, okay, how am I going to use this product? So when I went in store to look, I did see that they had this universal one. It had no color to it. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to be on the safe side and use it as a primer instead of using it as a, a foundation or a bronzer or whatever. So I got it as a primer, and I'm so glad I did, because this is so good, you guys. Now, a little bit does go a long way. It doesn't look like I've used a lot, but you don't need a lot of this product. I put it right here, like in my pore zone, like in my right between my nose, my cheeks, and then I put some right here in my T-zone. This looks so good. It brings my pores down. It keeps me mattified. It just looks so nice on my skin. And yeah, I really did enjoy this. I'm really shocked and surprised that I liked it because I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I really did enjoy this a lot. Okay, I forgot one more eyeshadow primer I want to talk about. This is from NYX, and this is the Shadow and Liner Primer. It looks like this. I did like this, you guys. Is it the best one in the market that I found? No. But it does the job. It didn't crease my eyeshadow. My eyelids didn't look oily. I really did like this a lot. Not a bad product. And if you could find it at the drugstore, I would highly recommend picking it up because I did like it. I have two concealers I want to talk about. The first one is from Revlon, and this is the Color Stay Skin Awaken Caffeine and Vitamin C 24-Hour 5-in-1 Concealer. I have mine in the shade 005 Fair. Now, this isn't a bad product, however, I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not full coverage for me. I could still see my dark circles. I actually have it in this side of my eye. I could still see the blueness right in the inner corners of my eyes. I felt like I had to layer quite a bit of this on my underneath my eyes, and it still didn't cover what I wanted it to. So if you don't need a high coverage concealer or even a medium coverage concealer, then I would recommend getting it. But if you need something that needs a little bit more coverage, then I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's not going to do that for you. This just didn't cover what I needed it to cover. And another thing is, I don't like the packaging. I don't like this doe foot applicator. Well, it's not even a doe foot. It's like a sponge applicator. This almost reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's messy. I don't like it. I just feel like it's unsanitary. And then you could tell even in the cap, it just got really messy. So yeah, didn't like this product whatsoever. However, I did really enjoy this concealer. This one is from Huda Beauty, and this is the Full Filter Concealer. I have mine in the shade Coconut Flakes 2.7N. I love this concealer. Now, is it like my top concealer of all time? No, but it is pretty high up there. It gave me coverage. It looks nice underneath my eyes. I have it on this side of my eye. It's not creasing underneath my lines. It doesn't look cakey. Like, it's so weird. It says it's a luminous, like a luminous matte something. I don't know. Yeah, luminous matte concealer. And I was like, wait, what? Luminous matte? Like, how can it be luminous and matte? But I understand it. They should have probably called this like a satin concealer because I feel like this is more of a satin finish. But regardless, it still looks good. It still keeps my under eye looking, like it says, luminous, but it still leaves it a little bit matte. I really did enjoy this a lot. A little bit does go a long way. And the only thing that I would say negative about this is that the applicator is messy. So be careful when you take it out because then it's going to get everywhere. I feel like the stopper is not good in here. So yeah, that was the only thing that I had negative to say, but I really did enjoy this concealer a lot. I have a couple products from e.l.f. Now, I did have two products from the collection. I forgot what collection this was. I think the Game Up collection, if I'm not mistaken. But I have this lip balm. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. It's okay. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. I have other lip products that I like better than this. It smells a little bit mentholy, and I don't enjoy that, but it's okay. I mean, for the price, it's probably not bad. And then I did pick up the eyeliner. I have it in black. I haven't really used this as much, just because I really don't use eyeliner all that often. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but not my favorite. And then finally, the last product from e.l.f. I have the Luminous Putty Blushes. I have mine in the shade Bermuda and then Maui, I believe. Yes, Bermuda and Maui. These look so freaking good on my cheeks, you guys. These are luminous blushes, so if you don't like luminous blushes, you're not gonna like these. But oh my god, these are so pretty. They look so nice. They are very luminous, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, if you don't like luminous products, you're not gonna like that. But That's what that looks like. This is in the shade Bermuda. And yeah, I really did enjoy these a lot. These are really nice on the skin. I do like the original Putty blushes, so I knew I was gonna like these as well. These are not bad whatsoever, and for the price, you can't beat it. As this was another mistake that I did. I bought 5 of these Maybelline shadow blocks. Like I said, bought 5, and I totally regret it because these are so bad, you guys. Do not get these. There are other better eyeshadows in the drugstores that are better than this. These are just not good whatsoever. They were patchy. They looked awful on my eyelids. I just did not like it. And you don't even have enough shades to get a cohesive eye look with these. So yeah, these were just a total pass. Then I have this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. I have mine in the shade Medium Brown. Now, I do like this. However, this is a very pigmented brow gel, so just be very careful when you use it. So what I do is when I take it out, I take out the excess and I barely put it into my eyebrows, like barely. What I'll do is I'll like just barely place it, and then what I'll do is I'll get a spoolie, and whatever products in my eyebrows already, I'll just use that with the spoolie and then distribute it all over whatever I need to put it on my eyebrow. So yeah, just be very, very careful with this because a little bit does go a long way with this, and you will get a lot from one when you take it out like this. There's already going to be enough product. Like I said, there's almost too much product, so just take some off and barely put it in your eyebrows because this it's gonna look crazy very, very quickly if you don't be careful. You're gonna look like you have Sharpie eyebrows if you don't be careful with this. But I still do like this a lot. This is the Maracuja Juicy Glow Highlighter. Now, so far, Tarte has been killing it with the products that they're releasing. However, I don't like this, and this is a personal preference. I don't like it because of the applicator, the way it is. I don't like this type of packaging. And I'm lazy, okay? I don't want to be bothered having to put this on and, you know, trying to figure out a way to use it. It's just not good for me. I don't like it. The last thing, mascaras. I'm just going to talk by this really fastly. The first one is from Tarte. This is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I like this mascara a lot. This is going to be part of the 21 days of Ulta sale, so I would highly recommend picking this up during the sale for half off. Get the full size. It's just so good. It is what I have on my eyelashes right now, and I just feel like they look lengthening, they look full, they look nice. I just really, really do enjoy this a lot, and yeah, I can't believe it's already going to be on sale. Like, that is so crazy to me. But like I said, I would run, do not walk for this mascara. The last 2 mascaras, this one is from Blink. This is the Ultra Volume Tubing Mascara, another tubing mascara. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I prefer the Tarte one more than this. So yeah, it's just, again, I prefer that one. Personal preference. And I don't even know if you could get that. I think you could get that on Sephora.com if I'm not mistaken. And then finally, the last product and the last mascara I want to talk about. This one is from MAC, and it's the Extended Play Perm Me Up Lash in Perm Black. You guys, this is so hyped everywhere. This is like an OG classic YouTube product. I don't understand the hype. This is awful. Like, it did nothing for my lashes, and I tried to use this on the top. It looked horrible on the top. Then I tried to use it on the bottom because, you know, I thought, okay, well, maybe it's better to use it on the bottom because of the applicator, because it's so tiny and small. But no, it did nothing for my eyelashes. My under eyelashes look horrible. It was bad. I don't understand the hype with this product. I would not purchase it, and I even think I have a backup of this, and I'm so mad at myself. So yeah, I would not recommend this at all. Was not my favorite. Alright, you guys, that was everything. Oh my god, that was such a long video. I'm so tired. My voice is like practically gone. I tried to film as much as I could today. I hope I can edit this down to somewhat a decent time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.